AISA championship game last year. Lost to Clark Prep. Before that, they won 2 state championships under Hall of Fame head basketball coach Dusty Perdue. Newly inducted Hall of Famer for the 2024 class. There's Anna Grace Griggs, spin move, off the glass and in. Sweet move inside, gives her 9 points. It's 26-10 with 5:09 left to go here in this game. Dickerson, mid-range jumper off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Palmore. Palmore likes to run fast. There's a little fast break. Palmore drives the lane. Quick triple team and does not get the foul. Kate Dickerson with a big block and back to Lee Scott. If anything, Lee Scott plays Glenwood tough. In the Border Wars Championship, that was a close game. It was a 10-point win by Glenwood. As Kesey, her first bucket of the game, it's 26-12. Timeout on the floor. Please like and subscribe to our Facebook page. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We have got CVCC going on right now against Sneed as Robert Edmonds is down there. And tomorrow we'll have Pacelli against Strong Rock, Calvary Christian against Konos Academy. Saturday, we've got Pacelli at Sandy Creek. That's going to be a fun game over in Tyrone, Georgia. And then we do have a special game. We had to change our schedule due to the weather that's coming in for Lee County and Russell County. We will have Smith Station and Central, 2 rivals in 7A, all here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Fresh out the timeout, 4:39 left to go here until halftime. Don't forget, we have the Glenwood Gators boys varsity taking on Lee Scott Academy. That is coming up next. Palmore with it. Over to Mimi Johnson, checking into the game for the first time for Glenwood. Johnson passed it to Crisco, almost got stolen. Crisco, top of the key for 3. Front of the arc, no good. Right to Kesey. Kesey wants to go fast. She does not have the numbers, but she hits the floor, gets the foul drawn, and Kesey is going to go to the line for 2. Yeah, Olivia Slocum with that foul. And Kesey is going to go to the line. 4:15 left to go. 26-12 is your score. Lee Scott Academy Warriors in action against Glenwood. Lee Scott is led by their head coach, Corey Ivett, as Kesey makes 1 of 2. It is 26-13. There's TK Davis. Front of the key. Oh, nice pass to Holly Palmore, trying to pull away as Anna Grace Griggs and Harris. And the jump ball is the possession arrow, goes back to the Gators. Glenwood's last game was Saturday as they won against Stratford Academy. As Johnson's shot no good. Rebounded by TK Davis, and she puts it up. No good. Another rebound. Offensive rebound and the putback by TK Davis. She's got 7 points and 5 rebounds. 3 offensive rebounds so far for TK Davis in this game. 28-13. Kesey, top of the key. Being guarded by the freshman guard, Hallie Palmore, who's really been the spark of energy for Coach Perdue's team. That pass over to Harris, guarded by Griggs. Kesey, left wing, screen, drive in the lane, and there's a block by Mimi Johnson, but they're gonna call a foul on Johnson. And once again, Kesey is gonna go to the line for 2. She's been doing a good job driving the lane and drawing that foul. And that's what Lee Scott has got to do if they want to come back in this game. Kesey makes the first. 3:19 left to go here in the first half. 28-14, Glenwood on top against Lee Scott. Kesey misses the second, rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's going to take her time with it. Over to Palmore, top of the key, back over to Johnson, left wing. Johnson being guarded. He's got to watch out for that extra step back over to Slocum. Slocum inside to TK Davis, puts up a shot, but she draws the foul. A good pass by Olivia Slocum inside. And TK Davis is going to go to the line for 2. As she has just been tremendous inside. A post player for Coach Purdue, a senior, top leader. And really that Glenwood front court, led by the senior leadership of TK Davis, Anna Grace Griggs, and Olivia Slocum. High basketball IQ for Coach Purdue. They play hard in the paint, getting rebounds, block shots. She misses both. And Lee Scott has a chance to come on a little bit of a run. I mean, they're down by 14. Oh, and Kesey gets it stolen by Olivia Slocum. Great job by Slocum anticipating that pass. As we are live here at Sanford Gymnasium on the campus of Lee Scott Academy in Auburn, Alabama. Oh, what a pass to TK Davis. Inside for the shot. She's got 9 points. Hallie Palmore, her second assist. It's 30-14. Oh, what a defensive effort by Mimi Johnson. I tell you what, I've been impressed with Mimi Johnson, newcomer on the team. This is her first year playing with Glenwood. Coach Purdue says she came from Panama City, Florida, and she really has been a great addition to this Gators team. 2:24 left to go until halftime. The Lady Gators up 30-14 against their longtime rival, Lee Scott. Here's Bobby Taylor Brazil back over to Palmore and trying to save it. Oh, and they do save it. Kesey gets it from Dickerson. Kesey's going to try to drive the floor. Kesey no good. Rebounded by Anna Grace Griggs. Griggs is going to run the floor. She does not have the numbers, and she gets her pocket picked by Kesey. Comes up with it as Dickerson. And Lee Scott and Glenwood exchange possessions in about a 10-second span with less than 2 minutes to go until halftime. Dickerson swings it over to Langford. Back out to Kesey. Taking the time, 1:30 left to go until halftime. Back out to Kesey. Kesey gonna drive the lane. Oh, swatted away by Bobby Taylor Brazil. What a block. Palmore to Mimi Johnson. She catches, no good. Rebounded, Johnson going up. She'll shoot 2. Just a sequence of events, and Bobby Taylor Brazil said, get that one out of here. Definitely fired up the Glenwood crowd. 1:05 left to go here until halftime. Mimi Johnson to the line for Glenwood. And she misses the first. Mimi Johnson to the line once again. She misses them both. That's going to be rebounded by Yvette, the coach's daughter. Yvette up to the lane, no good. Crisco almost got the rebound, but right there to get it is Camden Cleveland, but ripped away by Brazil over to Palmore. Palmore inside to Griggs. Griggs puts up a shot, up and in, and it is good for Anna Grace Griggs, who's got 11 points. She has been the leading scorer for Glenwood the last couple of games. She had back-to-back 20-point games. Less than a minute to go, 32-14. Cleveland being guarded by Griggs. Trying to find her teammate, and we're gonna get a jump ball. Good job by Clara Crisco to go in there and sneak in to get a touch of the ball which forced the jump ball. But it's gonna stay right here with Lee Scott with 22.5 seconds left to go. TK Davis comes back into the game for the Gators. Riley Langford inbounds it underneath the basket. There's a pass, that side, Cleveland trying to find Kesey. Mid-range jumper by Kesey is short. That's rebounded by Mimi Johnson with 13 seconds. Glenwood could hold for the final shot. Johnson gets tripped up by Kesey. That's going to be a foul on Lee Scott. And that is going to put Glenwood in the bonus because Lee Scott did have 5 fouls. So with 9.8 seconds left to go, Glenwood can extend their lead. They're up by 18. Johnson misses the first. Let's hope these foul shots do not hurt Glenwood later. Mimi Johnson has missed the last 3. Otherwise, this could be more than a 20-point lead for Glenwood. Johnson makes 1 of 2. It's 33-14. Lee Scott is going to try to push up the floor. Yvonne back over to Dickerson. Cleveland back to Dickerson. Dickerson fires a long 3. Off the glass and in! And that is how the first half ends. But Glenwood still with a 33-17 lead at the half. But the way the half ended for Lee Scott, maybe that gives them some momentum to get back here in the second half. But we want to thank our sponsors. Without our sponsors, this broadcast would not be possible. Superior Roofing. They serve the community of Auburn, Phoenix City, and Columbus. Repair, replace, or just a routine inspection. Rocket Stone LLC. Greg Ballard is the manager for masonry, stoneware, or if you just want to refurbish your fireplace, just contact Greg today. Mike and Ed's Barbecue. Chase Cook is the manager there. We've had the Glenwood Gators coaches show. Love their barbecue. I usually get the pulled pork plate. I know that Wes Hargrove, he loves the barbecue too. He's been a big supporter of Mike and Ed's Barbecue. Happy Hour Bar and Grill, the manager, Matt Call. Great food, live entertainment. We have had the Georgia Alabama Sports live show there a couple of times. We hope to be back there the next couple of weeks. State Farm, Carroll Purdue. For life, home, car, and more, call 334-298-2300 for a quote today. Pacelli and Roger Beck. Pacelli is going to be in action tomorrow against Strong Rock Christian Academy, and then they're going to be on the road against Sandy Creek. Terry Johnson Agency for auto, home, church, and life. Contact 706-324-6360 today. Masterwall Incorporated, based out of Midland. One of the owners, Grant Smithwick, he is the assistant basketball coach for the Calvary Christian Lady Knights. For EIFS Stucco Custom Furbishing, Barringer Construction LLC for home improvement needs, remodeling, 706-249-1099. PMB Broadcasting, Real People, Real Radio. Sports Visions, Thrift Barringer, DJ Jones. You know, they had an awesome show today. They had Malachi Hosley. They had Jack Patterson, Stephen M. Smith. Oh, it was just an amazing show. Mr. College Football, Tony Barnhart. Double coverage, Jerome Bryant. They just published their magazine. They got some great articles in there. Harris County's head basketball coach, Stephanie Ramsey Dunn, and Tony Montgomery's got articles. All right, we're going to go be back. We're going to take a break. Start of the second half here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. 33-17, Glenwood on top over Lee Scott. Welcome back to the William J. Evelyn B. Sanford Gymnasium on the campus of Lee Scott Academy as the Glenwood Gators lead Lee Scott 33-17 at the half. The leading scorers for Glenwood, Hallie Palmore and Anna Grace Griggs, both with 11. TK Davis has got 9 points. The leading scorer for Lee Scott is Mary Catherine Harris. Thrift, it was an exciting first half for the Glenwood Gators as they're trying to close this out. These two teams did meet a couple of weeks ago in the Border Wars Championship.
Yeah, and for those who are just now tuning in, we apologize to everybody that we had some technical difficulties, Wi-Fi issues at the beginning, so we appreciate everyone that was able to stick through it as we finally got it started. It's number 1 versus number 2. Lee Scott technically is number 5 in the rankings, Richard. The Alabama Sports Writers Association came out with it. They're number 5. No, Glenwood is number 1. On the boys' side, Glenwood was number 4. Springwood 3, Bessemer 2, Lee Scott 1. I personally would put Glenwood at number 4. That's why I said they're number 2. Number 1, number 2 taking on each other here. But right now on the girls' side, Lee Scott has every good a chance to make it to the Final Four. And we could see these two teams face off many times this year. This is already number 2.
There's Anna Grace Griggs off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Mary Catherine Harris. As Kate Dickerson shot a 3 to end the first half. That was a little bit of momentum for Lee Scott going into the locker room. It's 33-17. Harris near side, swings the pass over, tipped away by Slocum, and it was off of Davis, and it's going to go out of bounds off Lee Scott. Glenwood 17-5. Their last time they played was at the pit last Saturday. We called that game on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. They defeated Stratford Academy. Had a little bit of a break inside to TK Davis. Davis with a move. Griggs, pump fake. Looking for a teammate. Trying to find somebody, a backdoor pass maybe. That's swatted away. Swatted away by Riley Fields. Gives it back over to Palmore.
Palmore's got to go baseline, and she misses that one, Richard.
Yeah, just a misfire. Mary Catherine Harris with the rebound. Back over to Davis. Davis driving the lane. Goes up, puts up a shot. No good. Rebounded by Crisco. Crisco long pass to Slocum. Thought about the 3. She's putting the shot up. No good. Rebounded by Griggs. Griggs, pump fake, puts up a shot. Off the front of the iron, no good, but she'll go to the line for 2.
Anna Grace Griggs, I talked about it with Coach Purdue, has been the most improved player on this Glenwood Lady Gators team. And she and Davis are a dynamic duo and tandem down on the block. If you can't handle one of them, let me rephrase that. You try to double one, the other one's just going to go off too.
Yeah, she does have a good post move when she gets it underneath the basket. Likes to use that glass to get a shot. She's got 12 points. Here it's 34-17, 6:47 left to go here in the third. As this is a packed gymnasium, Thrift. This was packed during the JV games. Griggs misses 1 of 2, but what a rebound there by Olivia Slocum to put it back up for the shot. It's 36-17. Back over to Kesey running the point. Back over to Davis. That right wing, back over to Kesey. A pass that's stolen by Anna Grace Griggs.
Read it the whole way, Richard.
They're over to Palmore.
What a move!
Oh, and that's going to stay. That's going to go back to Lee Scott. So we have a packed gymnasium, Thrift. There is not an empty seat in these bleachers.
By the way, the Chad Pruitt, this longtime assistant for Bruce Pearl at Auburn, was a coach here at Lee Scott. He was a boys and girls coach, and he's won a state championship in boys and girls, kind of like what Coach Purdue's doing this year.
There's Palmore, Olivia Slocum for 3, no good. And that's going to be a foul on TK Davis. It was quick foul, first foul of the second half. I tell you what, Glenwood has just been off to this hot start, and it's really balanced scoring from Griggs, Palmore, and Davis. They have got the bulk of the scoring. Hallie Palmore's got a couple assists and a couple of steals in this game too. Remember, no shot clock in Alabama. There's Riley Fields. A give and go to Madison Davis. There's in the corner, Dickerson for 3. She hits her second 3-pointer of the game. And one thing, Thrift, that they very unique about the Lee Scott experience is they do have a full-time PA announcer. We go Palmore, spin move, backdoor pass. Oh, nice pass to TK Davis off the glass and in.
Had a hand on it, the defender from Lee Scott. Number 34, Riley Fields, but not able to stop it. Davis picks it up and lays it in.
TK Davis with 11 points. It's 38-20. Nice give and go to Madison Davis. Puts up a shot. Rebound by Davis. Getting close to a double-double. She's already got 6 rebounds. Over to Griggs. She's got plenty of space. She's just going to drive that baseline.
Look at that.
What a spin move. What
Too
a
much
fadeaway.
space.
14 points for Anna Grace Griggs. A 20-point lead for Glenwood. There's the jumper by Davis. And it falls through for the shot. She's got 6, tied with the lead with the score. There's Griggs.
Look
nice
at her.
spin
She's
move.
just unstoppable down there. But then Davis with
Davis.
a rebound.
Look at that.
Those two girls are just dominating this game.
13 points, 7 rebounds for TK Davis. Back to a 20-point lead
And
for
Griggs,
Glenwood.
on the flip side, Griggs has got 14. That's 27 and 10 between the both of them.
She's been dominating that post. Oh, a nice move by Dickerson, and she gets the bucket with the left-handed finger roll, and it's 8 points for Kate Dickerson. It's 42-24. Dickerson provided that spark to end the first half for Lee Scott. Hit that 3 right at the buzzer.
Good pass
Oh,
from
what a pass.
Palmore. Just breaking
Oh,
the
my.
trap beautifully and then finding it open. Griggs on the block.
Well, she's got 5 assists. Kesey, oh, I thought she traveled there, but she had a pump fake move over to Kesey, back over to Davis. Oh,
Good
a block. Block by Griggs. Glenwood, here they come. Pass over to Slocum. Fake, driving the lane, puts up a shot, she'll be fouled. Olivia Slocum, she's got 3 points, trying to get some more points here from the foul shot. 3:21 left to go here in the third. 44-24, Glenwood on top over Lee Scott. Thrift, Barringer, Richard Holdridge. Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Glad that you could be joining us on this Thursday night.
Boys coming up next. Number 1, Lee Scott, 17-1 against the boys of Glenwood, who are 17-5 on the season. State champion team, the Glenwood Gators, taking on Lee Scott. We cannot wait.
Oh, we cannot wait. We do have a score update. The Harris County Lady Tigers defeated McIntosh 71-41 for their 5th straight win in a row. A big shout out to Rick Beach, Kutsu Sports, for
and
that
Stephanie
update.
Ramsey Dunn.
200th victory. She picked up her 200th victory. Great article in Double Coverage Magazine. Absolutely. Kesey driving the lane, and somehow she snuck through all those defenders to get that shot up. Back to a 20-point lead for Glenwood. Now here comes Lee Scott with the trap. And it's going to be a foul on Kesey. Looks like it's going to be the 3rd team foul. 2:58 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. We got 2 region rivals going at it. Glenwood 17-5 on the year. Lee Scott 5-5. They faced off in the Border Wars a couple of weeks ago. Glenwood won that game 65-55.
Lee Scott is 11-6 on the season. The Lee Scott girl. That, I guess it wasn't up to date because looking on Alabama Sports Writers Association right here.
There you go. Yep. So that there. Oh, what a pass, Bobby Taylor Brazil.
How about that?
Oh.
Yeah. So looking at the rankings, they got Lee Scott 11-6 on the season, ranked number 5. Hooper 4, Sparta 3, Edgewood, who Glenwood beat, number 2.
Yeah, and
so we saw number 1, number 2.
They did lose to Edgewood 52-41 their last game. We saw how good Edgewood was. Dickerson, she's a leading scorer for Lee Scott. Back over to Davis. Right wing, back over to Mary Catherine Harris. They're just swinging it around. Yvette. They got space if they want to knock down the shot. Dickerson can shoot the 3. Harris. Spin move back over to Dickerson, driving the lane. Dickerson passes over to Yvette. Remember, no shot clock in Alabama. Yvette almost got it tipped away. Back over to Harris. Harris with a move, mid-range jumper.
How about that?
Oh, what a shot.
Knocking it down from 15 feet out.
Mid-range jumper. Mary Catherine Harris has got 7. It's a 20-point lead once again for Glenwood. There's Olivia Slocum putting up a shot, no good. and trying to get the jump ball, but they're going to call a foul on her. It was a little bit out of her reach. Clark Yvonne did a good job keeping it away from her to get that foul drawn. And her tendency was to try to get the jump ball. But it is a foul on Glenwood. It's only their second team foul here with 1:43 left to go here in the third quarter. Clark Yvonne taking it back across the timeline, being guarded by Mimi Johnson. What an addition Mimi Johnson's been to this Gators team. Coming from Panama City. Claire Graham into the game for Glenwood. Emerson White coming into the game. So Coach Purdue has got his bench players out there. Oh, what a mid-range jumper by Madison Davis. She's got 8 points. It's 48-30. We're going to get a carry, and it's going to go back to Lee Scott. So they're down by 18, trying to get some momentum to come back into this game. But Glenwood has responded every time Lee Scott has gotten a run in this game. There's KK Hargrove. Oh, almost stolen by Olivia Slocum. It's going to stay right here with Lee Scott. Lee Scott has won 5 championships in the AISA in the last 20 years. They won in 09, 11, 12, 13, and 20. That's going to be another foul, and it's going to stay right here with Lee Scott. Dickerson underneath the basket. Dickerson out. That was stolen by Claire Graham, but her foot was on the line. It's going to stay right here with Lee Scott. There's a pass, Hargrove. Yvonne right over to Davis for 3. Madison Davis with 11 points. It's 48-33. 5-0 run for Lee Scott Academy, and that fires up the bench. As Coach Yvonne is looking for a spark from a Lee Scott team that's trying to get some momentum with 36 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Thrift, Barringer, Richard Holdridge, Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Please like the Facebook page, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We do have a timeout on the floor. We would like to thank our sponsors, Superior Roofing, Rocket Stone LLC, Mike and Ed's Barbecue, Happy Hour Bar and Grill, State Farm, Carroll Purdue, Pacelli, Terry Johnson Agency, Master Wall Incorporated, Barringer Construction LLC, P&B Broadcasting, Sports Visions, and Double Coverage. We'll be back. 36 seconds left to go here in the third quarter on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back to Sanford Gymnasium on the campus of Lee Scott Academy. 48-33, Glenwood on top over their longtime rival. This is the final year these two teams will play in the AISA as they make that transition to the AHSAA. Oh, what a move, and Dickerson, Mary Catherine Harris. It's a 7-0 run for Lee Scott. Here comes the trap, trying to force a turnover. 48-35, 25 seconds left to go. TK Davis back into the game. Davis puts up a shot, and what a basket by TK Davis. Huge basket when Lee Scott had the momentum on a 7-0 run. Mid-range jumper, and that rattles in and out by Madison Davis, rebounded by Crisco. Here comes Palmore.
Got to get a shot off.
For 3.
Got to get a shot off, Rich.
Slocum for 3, no good, and we have played 3 here at Lee Scott as the Glenwood Gators lead the Lee Scott Academy Warriors 50-35.
We'll be back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
To the fourth quarter, 50-35 is your score. Glenwood on top. We'd like to thank our sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Superior Roofing for repair, replace, routine inspection, serving the community of Auburn, Phoenix City, and Columbus. Rocket Stone LLC, Greg Ballard for masonry, stoneware, or if you just want to refurbish your fireplace. Mike and Ed's Barbecue, Chase Cook. We have the Glenwood Gators Coach Show, great barbecue. Happy Hour Bar and Grill. Matt Call is the manager, great food, live music. State Farm, Carol Purdue for life, home, car, and more. Pacelli, Roger Beck. Pacelli is playing Strong Rock tomorrow. They're also going to be on the road taking on Sandy Creek. Terry Johnson Agency, Auto, Home, Church, Life. Master Wall Incorporated for EIFS Stucco Custom Furbishing over in Midland. Barringer Construction LLC, Home Improvement and Remodeling. P&B Broadcasting, Real People, Real Radio. Sports Visions, Thrift Barringer, D-Day Jones, Mondays and Thursdays from 4 to 6 on Smooth RB 92.1 and Double Coverage. Jerome Bryant, they just published their magazine. As Mary Catherine Harris starts the fourth quarter in double figures. She's got 11 points, and there's a steal by Lee Scott. Here comes Kesey, and there's a foul. They draw. It's going to go. Offensive foul.
It's going to be a charge, Rick.
There they go. That was huge because I thought that Lee Scott got a little bit of momentum as they were on an 11-2 run. They were only down by 13 here in the fourth quarter, trying to get back into this game, trying to crowd into it. There's a nice pass to Anna Grace Griggs, but no good. A point-blank range miss.
Got to hit that shot.
Absolutely. Mary Catherine Harris with the rebound. Over to Yvette. Top of the key. Back over to Mary Catherine Harris. No good. That's trying to be pulled down by Crisco, and she's going to run with it. Up by 13. Glenwood. 7:08 left to go. Davis over to Palmore. Palmore driving the lane, puts up a shot. She will be fouled. Palmore will go to the line for two. Quiets the crowd. In Thrift, we talked about the bleachers being completely full. It's like standing room only. On the side, you got the fans. Palmore makes the first. She's got 12 points. The freshman point guard for Coach Purdue, just been that spark of energy running up the floor. She misses the second. Rebounded by Hargrove. It's 51-37 with 7 minutes to go here in this game. Yvette, quick double team, back over to Davis. Davis, top of the key, back over to Harris. Harris, quick double team. Yvette for three in the corner, no good. Off the iron, but an offensive rebound by Dickerson, and she puts it up and in. It's a 12-point lead for Glenwood. Here comes, almost got her pocket picked. Olivia Slocum. Madison Davis came in there and ripped that one away, but it's going to stay here with Glenwood. 6:32 left to go here in the fourth. Glenwood leading Lee Scott 51-39. Lee Scott has climbed back into this game. There's a bounce pass to Davis. Lee Scott trying to get a stop. Glenwood needs a basket. Griggs, spin move. Griggs hooks up a shot, and it's good! Anna Grace Griggs makes it 53-39. Timeout on the floor with 6:19 left to go. We'd like to thank our sponsors: Superior Roofing, Rocket Stone LLC, Mike and Ed's Barbecue, Happy Hour Bar and Grill, State Farm, Carol Purdue, Pacelli, Terry Johnson Agency, Master Wall Incorporated, Barringer Construction LLC, P&B Broadcasting, Sports Visions, and Double Coverage. We'll be back here on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Great job.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome back to William J. and Evelyn B. Sanford Gymnasium on the campus of Lee Scott Academy up in Auburn, Alabama. These two region rivals going at it This is the second time they have met this season. 53-39 is your score. Glenwood on top, trying to go 2-0 against Lee Scott. They will play them one more time at the pit on January the 25th, and that might not be the last time they play. They could be playing in a region tournament, in the AISA State Championship. There's a three-point shot attempt by Davis, no good. Rebound is ripped down by TK Davis. Glenwood with the ball. Palmore, top of the key to Crisco. Inside to Davis. Davis, baseline, dribbles, pump fake, puts up a shot, up and in. That's a basketball move by TK Davis. To get the shot created off the glass is 55-39. Harris, back over to Yvette. Top of the key, Yvette dribbling, switches hands. There's Palmore trying to get the jump ball. Good defense by Hallie Palmore. It's going to go back to Glenwood. 5:37 left to go. Here at the campus of Lee Scott up in Auburn, Alabama, about a 50-minute drive from Phoenix City. We hope that you're joining us if you couldn't make it out to the game. Palmore, double team, and
she got away with the
she
traveled.
She did. They didn't call it at first, but they did call the travel, and it's going to go back to Lee Scott. Lee Scott has got to find momentum. I think that they need to go to Kate Dickerson. She has been hitting big buckets. She has a couple of threes in this game. Back over to Harris. Madison Davis has an open lane, no good, and she missed it. Looked like TK Davis kind of got the shot altered. Lee Scott cut it to 12. Glenwood trying to pull away in this game. Coach Purdue has got all of his starters in there. As that is almost stolen by Kate Dickerson. But that is going to go back. Actually, she did get Glenwood, and Lee Scott will get it back. Turnover on Glenwood. 4:29 left to go. Mimi Johnson checks into the game for Glenwood. Leading scorers for Lee Scott, Mary Catherine Harris with 11. Madison Davis has got 11. And Kate Dickerson has got 10. Leading scorer for Glenwood, TK Davis with 19. Anna Grace Griggs with 18. Almost stolen by Hallie Palmore. Palmore guarding Kesey. Kesey wants the screen. Top of the key. And she gets it. Kesey trying to drive around Palmore. Almost stolen by Johnson. But it's going to stay right here with Lee Scott. 4:02 left to go here in this game. Glenwood trying to pull away, pick up their 18th victory, and move on to Southland Academy tomorrow, or Saturday, which they will play in Americus, Georgia. Oh, there's a shot by Harris. No good. Rebounded by Griggs. And here comes the restart for Glenwood. Palmore swings it over to Johnson. Johnson left wing. Johnson drives a lane. Front of the iron, no good, but there comes TK Davis trying to rip it away from KK Hargrove for the jump ball, and possession goes back to Glenwood. 3:44 left to go here in the game. Thrift, Barringer, Richard Holdridge, Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Don't forget, we got the Glenwood Gators and the Lee Scott Academy Warrior boys varsity team coming up next after this. Madison Davis back over to Harris. Top of the arc. Hargrove looking for a position. A little give and go to Madison Davis. Mid-range jumper off the